we are already in it. Yes, Plain Path was not too shabby for these squads, but we see a lot of commotion already early on here. Hot 10, a place that usually doesn't draw too much presence from enemy squads, is going to be inhabited by 3 different teams. The shot's already going to be breaking out. Clarity ends up finding the first one. Ro64 is going to be losing 2 in the process. Very quickly, the flush comes out as well, as Clarity is just swarming, Dave. This is a devastating start here for the members of the Rusty Mofos, who have really been trying to find some success here. Any opponent that's going to show their face, Babbler going to be coming through trying to fire some shots through the window, but it's a frat pad that comes up time and time again. Hitman goes down, is going to be flushed out of the game. Trembler goes down, is going to be flushed out of the game, but here comes the return. We got 3 lines bleeding out inside of the shack, Dave, and 1 still alive. Terras on the outside is trying to keep his team at least alive here in this Sandhawk game. But it's not going to be easy as more shots come in and the flushes. Both teams just flushed and taking off every point they can off of the map, Dave. I mean, you gotta at least appreciate this level of chaos.
Yeah, and like you said, frat pad, make sure to submit that logo so we get that in game.
Yeah, that too.
Share that beautiful work of art with the world out here. And yeah, you got to get those points, Esquire. You got to get those points while you can. Now, I do believe, is that one of their squad mates sitting on that right there? I guess they're using it as bait. It doesn't look like it worked out. The baiters got baited.
The baiters got baited.
Clarity. Alicia looking to get involved. Mars right here, though. Let's also take these vehicles to press them for Black Sheep. Reconnecting onto one members. No mag wrap from Oppie Poppy. Then quickly retaliated in return. Little monster looking to get involved as well. Getting those flushes here.
Getting the flushes. Picking up the points. Span Cargo now going to be the only remaining member of this Oppie Boppy squad on their feet. A similar situation to what we saw in last game. However, that was in like the final few minutes, Dave. This is a much different situation in the early stages of this game here on Sandhawk. Again, it's the only time that we play this map, 1 time per day, so it's not going to be a devastating blow to your team if you can't find that consistency. But on the flip side of that, Sandhawk is a great opportunity for at least a few squads to try to amass a pretty good amount of points in a short amount of time. At least not having a lot of time together as a squad to at least develop that synergy and kind of push out any of those maybe insecurities of the squad and how they work together as an actual team. Now that we've got them here on Sandhawk, they aren't going to be contesting Pachinki. They aren't necessarily going to be making those kind of
Squad of God Squad needs to revamp them here in tonight's matches.
Ooh, the shot coming through the window. Zero. The man himself, the legend with the QBU, is able to thread the needle. Down goes Gun Talk, and this is going to be the opportunity for the rest of the God Squad to swarm. Zero pushes up to the outside of the building, finds a double. Oh, baby, a double. There it goes, but Little Prod will fall. Pushes aggressively inside of the building and will be capitalized on because of it. Cole G still going to be alive, as well as one other member, Dox V2, trying to protect this compound from being infiltrated. But the God Squad are rolling through, Dave, and they are starting to display that skill that we were talking about. Wiping target after target after target. Down goes another, leaving truly 1 player left for the members of High Club, as they have just been ripped apart by the God Squad, who find their first bit of success in the evening.
Yep. You know what? Hopefully that no one looks your way. Looks like red there compound. Gonna be going for that flush. There goes another point to the side of Clarity.
Grenades are now being prepped, thrown inside of the building. A smart play for Ethan to retreat off of that. Try to reset the engagement. Dak, they're gonna be trying to get a little bit of loot before they recover off of that and try to maybe push out and clear out the presence of the final member of Clarity. But Clarity's had a hell of a game so far, already picking up 7 kills to their name. Going out right now, Dave, wouldn't necessarily be too devastating, but I know those guys have more on their sights.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like you have to take out Ethan here. You don't necessarily know it's a solo player, but you know there's definitely an enemy at least lurking in these compounds, and you really can't afford to avoid them because they have the potential to gatekeep. But Dragons over here, still with their 3 members, down to just 1 left alive. Herbs out here looking to get the 1v4. Find themselves in a very challenging position here, and doesn't look like it is going to go in the favor of Herbs, but you never know. Herbs could catch him off guard. Looks like Herbs is going to be trying to avoid this fight like the plague, as Arctic are looking for that final member, recognizing it was not an insta-kill. So that's going to alert them. There's definitely at least 1 more enemy lurking around here. Herbs setting up. They're going to see Herbs at any moment now. Herbs right behind the tree, going to be peeking. Herbs taken down and out from Dragon Gaming. NA main in 14th position on the overall leaderboard.
Good clear of the northeastern border of this phase of the game for the members of Arctic Esports, but there is much more to concern themselves with here in this match. Span Cargo going to be spotted out. It's none other than Mars, Dave, that end up finding that solo player left. A Boppy and
zone. They're going to be spotted by the squad of Antarctic Fox over here. And
ooh,
Mars,
the blue
they're
zone.
kind of spread out. Yep, the blue zone taking down Black Sheep. Unfortunate. Arctic Fox, though, looking to capitalize on this one, looking to get some points as it's only Milo and Little Monster, the last two remaining members, running for their lives right now to just make it on into the circle. I mean, honestly, Mars versus the circle, that has to be the story for this Sandhawk map when it comes to that squad in particular. Looking around, though, the God Squad of God Squad getting aggressive on the Baby Yodas. And Esquire, you said it. Is this the game for the God Squad of God Squads to make that turnaround? And it looks like they're doing just that, racking up some more kills.
And I mean, it's even more upsetting, right? Because of the fact that they are having success here. And you have to wonder, what could they have done in the 3 games of Erangel had they just opted to go to a different loot location? I think there's going to be a lot in store for us coming out of the God Squad tomorrow when they start to really see what kind of points they're going to need to make it into the qualification bracket leading in to week number 2. The God Squad, though, they're not out of danger just yet. They still have a few more members. The Baby Yoda's up to the north, but Little Prod comes in huge and says, later, Littlefoot. Headshot connection going to be coming through. Baby Yoda's.
Antarctic Fox just won't give this one up. Trying to get these final kills onto the members of Mars. We'll be connecting onto Little Monster. And there goes our boy, Milo. Taken down and out right there. Poor Milo. Feels bad, but you know what, Mars, they had a very challenging Sandhawk map, dropping all the way down there in the south.
What can the F-looters do to tend down to the south and try to wipe them out in the process? Nade's going to be coming in huge to kick off this engagement. Down goes the first member of a King Drop Med. 3 alive, 3 remain. Clarity's Ethan, Dave, and the kill feed, the solo player, is able to pick up a nice little kill as well.
I mean, they are just continuing to get kills. I mean, MSG, they've been hunting down Ethan for the past 5 minutes and just not giving that one up. But Ethan definitely coming out on top. F-looters over here, though, they've been in these compounds for some time. King Drop attempting to make that push, that breach on into the circle. F-looters will be keeping them at bay. And just like that, let's spam those nuts in the chat right there for the F-looters, because compared to last game, this game, F-looters are definitely trying to make that comeback, looking to capitalize and get as many kills as possible. The last remaining member out here for MSG, spotted, tagged, and bagged from 64 up.
64 up, having a pretty good game as well, at least starting to get...
Trying to third-party wildcard, this might be that window of opportunity that 64 up needed to make their way on into the circle.
Zero with the big plays is able to find a knockdown on one of the members of the Rusty Mofos who landed in Hot 10 to begin the game. They departed in a boat. They got the hell out of Dodge after losing 2 of their players, but they're going to lose 1 more in the process. As Solo is all that remains for that squad. Scavenger going to be running right into Little Prod. Sees him at the last second, tries to divert around the opposite side of the rock. The Vector sprays down, but Little Prod's M416 has something more to say. And down they go. Little Prod and the God Squad of God Squads pick up even more points here in this match. And that's exactly what they need to be doing, taking advantage of every opportunity.
No, if they're going to be performing to the best of their abilities, not in their element. But over here, the God Squad of God Squad, 0. Ooh, almost getting taken down and out right there. 2% HP. 40, though, is going to be spotted by Crawl Fresh out here in the distance from Arctic Esports. And you know what? The God Squad of God Squads might have met their match here on this Sandhawk map. Let's see if they can come out on top. Little Prodigy looking to get involved here, looking to make the come up, get the revenge play. It's a 4v3 out here.
Both Little Prod and Crawfresh spotted each other almost at the exact same time. Both decided to pull off that for just a second. Wildcard's starting to get pretty active, but this fight is going to break out whether or not these two teams like it. Grenades are starting to flow, or rather fly, to try to set up the landscape here. But Little Prodigy will fall. Crawfresh comes in with the M416 headshot spray down to eliminate 1 more member of the God Squad of God Squad. 0. And 1 other member are still going to be on their feet. But versus the 4 strong of Arctic Esports, it's going to be a tall task for the God Squad to continue to stay alive. Big nade coming in. It wasn't the first, but it was the second that ended up paying big time dividends for Arctic Esports. And there it is. The solo player left alive is trying to champion Triggs, doing whatever he can to at least get some HP back. But around the corner, Crawfresh will come, and it should be an easy kill. Wipe him up. pick up your 8th kill. Out goes the God Squad in 6th place position. 5 teams is all that remains as we enter into the final few minutes of game number 4.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, definitely a turning point for the God Squad. You love to see it, especially as you put it, if you're a fan of those players. So huge game for them. 64 up, looking to cross this road, looking to get on into some type of cover. F looters down here in the south, though, not going to allow that. Will be denying 64 up from living to their full potential. Broke status going to be the last remaining member right now, trying to sneak their way on into and use these 2 members of Wildcard as their bodyguards, their meat shields up against the F looters. Will find themselves some cover. Is not going to be on in this next circle, but you know what? They're still alive, and that's all that matters. Antarctic Fox, 3 alive. We got Arctic Esports, 4 alive up there. Like you said, Esquire, a lot of cold, chilly snow fronts coming. Who will win this map? Ooh, F looters.
Ooh.
First wild card. This is huge.
Ooh, Frodo might be going down here. Oh, the double nade coming in big. Pentalo. I know we got a lot of Pentalo fans in chat, guys. You guys better be getting lit right now for the boy. Wildcard picking up their 4th and 5th kills in that single frag grenade. Another big play. Pentalo has been a standout player for that wildcard squad tonight, and I would expect to see nothing different coming out of that player and from that team as they continue throughout this qualification tournament. Arctic Esports, though, going to be spotted out once again. It's our 2 Arctic squads now fully clashed, Dave. A story of cold versus cold. Who comes out alive? Which one is going to be the deadlier of the 2? Well, both are losing members left and right. But it's now Antarctic Fox that is left with 2 members alive. And it looks like Arctic Esports have the members. Yeah. Ooh.
They're coming up right behind us. They're getting involved. That's for our 3 members, 5 kills so far, looking to capitalize on that. Penta with the initial shots right there onto Arctic. Penta and Wildcard, listen, they don't care how cold you are. Not even Gucci Man can save you from this one. Wildcard making the pull up right now. They are just fragging out. I mean, they just doubled their kills right then and there with that wraparound.
Oh my God. Insane plays coming in for Wildcard right here. I mean, that's what you got to do, Dave. That's a confident team right there playing that out. They hear the commotion. They say, we do not care, guys. We're not going to sit back and let these teams play it out. Penta, the rest of the Wildcard crew come out swinging.